in particular, this is our chance now to head on to Overpass, just play the best game they can. And I think K23 have certainly got individuals that can be capable of pulling this off, but it's certainly going to be difficult against Team Spirit. They're our favorite team in the group right now in terms of how they are performing, especially with Virtus Pro, right? They're not looking so hot to trot, so I think Spirit getting a win here would certainly be good for them. They have had 2 best-of-3s go the distance, and obviously that first one had 2 maps in 1, really. But here on the second best-of-3 for them in the tournament, looking to get off to a good start in Overpass, but it's not happened. It's Norbert with the man advantage.
Always nice to take those B short fights as a T. You're happy to go ahead and take that fair 1v1 fight. It's one of the areas of the map where you can just go in alone and get a decent opportunity for an early kill by yourself. Re-aggression has come out of Spirit, but Norbert is still doing the damage here. Ready for the re-aggression. SDY finally gets one back, but Norbert's about to pounce on the B site itself.
And he goes, but it's Chopper, who is quicker on the USP. Fame comes through as well, and it's still doable here right now for K23, having the man advantage, but they're losing a player quickly to Sumdai Young, and Adren goes forward into water. It's just Magix, and he gets taken out. Brilliant round for K23. To find a good start is an option now here on Overpass. They have to be careful that they don't lose to a 4 spot. It'll be interesting to see how much Team Spirit invests coming into this one, because we have seen a lot of these Deagle rounds coming through alongside that Scout, and Team Spirit have the individuals to pull these off.
They've definitely got the ability to make some magic happen.
They've even got some magics in their team.
Exactly. Good start for K23, though. Even though that was a scenario where they were a bit spread apart from each other, they're still able to go ahead and come through with the kills that they needed at the right times. Magic smoke at the ready will put one down before any aggression can come his way. K23 were posturing, but Magix hits an early shot, and that may dissuade them from going over into this B-bomb site. They're still having a look, though, and Mir doing a bit more damage. And Dren chunked down to 8 health.
Lovely spam through lots of damage at the start of the round, and down the play into the B site. Norbert. Well, this Galil has just poked in and poked out. He's a double dipper. Now under a minute left for K23. I'll be happy enough with that kill, but it's not really put them in much of a better situation. They still have to get into the site, and they're leaving themselves with only the B option at the moment. Eventually, Team Spirit will be sending another player down to bolster the defense. These Deagle shots can come through. It's Mir with 1. He's going to try and stay alive a second out to the left side as he flicks down into Monster. Damage done under the 3rd. Not quite the kill, but Mo comes in for the headshot. Still a chance for K23, but they've taken significant damage. And that HE is going to deny the plant. Surely if it connects somehow, but not quick enough.
Mo seeing if he can win this one, but he's so low. They've just cleared Monster, and Mo is tucked in, so there could be a chance here. He knows they don't have a kit. They tap the bomb. They're actually sticking it now, and Mo's got to get a move on. Even without that kit, he's walking on up. Defuse kill is going to come through because SDY is there to defend his teammate.
It is unfortunate to see come through that for him, but it's what had to come through in the end for Team Spirit, the 4-spy start. And we talk about it. I immediately started prefacing after the pistol. I don't think you can ever really celebrate a pistol round win until you get through it to round 3. It's like in football right now, Hawk, when you score a goal, you've got to wait for VAR. You know, you can't really celebrate the goal up until it's come through. And some say it's ruining the game, and well, I would say I'd probably follow suit here.
All tied up after the early rounds go a bit back and forth, but Spirit want to go ahead and make their mark on this game now. They've got themselves a good chance to do so. Nice shot from Nealon, though. That's what K23 were hoping for. They get Chopper before he can fall back to safety. And that leaves SDY in Connector in a somewhat precarious position.
He's often good in these situations, though. K23 are going to be sending the majority of their players outside of B, leaving just one up here on the A side of things. That's Fame over towards Long. Mir, ooh, this could be a position that really hurts K23 if he can spot the feet crossing over. But they think it's going to be the A play due to the utility being used up by Fame. He's done a very good job actually of pulling that rotation, giving a big window of opportunity now to K23 to make the play. But once they figure out, hold on, it's only one player over on A right now. We got to get players over to back out the B defense. That ball not gone down yet. Magix is over in towards short. He's taking good map control here. He's even got his teammate to help him out. Might boost over the top of these sandbikes. And, oh, it doesn't even need to come through. Magix denies it through the smoke. And a follow-up kill from Dexter is found as well.
Nicely done to deny the bomb plant. Wasn't sure if they were going to be able to or not, but they come through with it. Straight through the smoke. And Spirit take the 2-1 lead. And with no bomb plant available, K23 don't have any options here. They would have loved to just get that bomb down, then you can subsidize a bit of investment into this round, but that denial makes a big difference, puts him down to Glocks, and Dexter even has an early AWP. They are going to start to close the distance. Dexter with a second shot. What? Oh, he's going for a third. Dexter with some great shots on mid. I wasn't sure he was going to stick around because he knew they were on pistols, but if you're going to land shots like that, I can't really complain.
Wild. Absolutely wild from Dexter. Does it in style. He gives us something entertaining all the time. You know, you're up against pistols. It should be an easy round for them. But does it in style at least. Closes it out with some skill. Gives us some clips. We get to see the shots again. Initial over the top of the smoke. Again, just Glocks, but it's all about how he does it. That's just ridiculous. Well, here come the AKs. All the caveats gone now if Dexter could pull off a round like that. I can assure you if it was AKs, it probably would have been the same outcome.
Similar setup from Spirit in Connector, but this time they've got players pushing into water to help. They're going to try and crunch this position. Magix nearly didn't spot that man, but eventually make sure to clear out that far corner. Norbert completely isolated there, as he has been in a couple of rounds, but this time it's not just a fair 1v1 fight for him. He is overwhelmed by players. And now Spirit have short control, they have Connector control. They're even going to go aggressive. Adren, uh-oh, he's got a smoke out. He'll just about be all right.
Well, Sumdar Young with a wallbang kill. That must have been through Divider that he had found Neil in. I'm not going to be complaining about the start of the round with that. That is real nasty coming in from him. 40 seconds. And Team Spirit have got 2 players to the good right now. K23 have really got a lot of work to do and not a whole lot of time to do it. It's like me when I used to go to school, Alex, and leave my homework to the last second.
Yeah, they're really going to have to come through with some speed at this point. Chopper's been blinded. SDY decides he's going to fall back after spotting them. And K23 will do the same. Giving up on the round and just looking to save what they have.
Yeah, same outcome when I used to do my homework as well. I used to give up. So, yeah, I mean, this is really the perfect analogy. But right now, Team Spirit, it's another scenario where I fear that it's going to continue like NUKE. Where you get this good start, you think there's some hope with K23 when they piss around, but Team Spirit, if they get off to a good start and build up enough of a strong lead, say 6-7-1, I just feel like that makes the game just 10 times harder for K23. Like, even though that scoreline is you can come back from that, you're just starting with such a disadvantage that no matter what you do, it has to be doubled. The work ethic needs to be doubled. The amount of rounds you need to pull out need to be doubled in a short amount of time. And it just makes the job so much more difficult than it needs to be. And Team Spirit are going to be very happy about getting a good start here. The game plan of K23 has not really forced the defense to have many issues.
Yeah, they haven't been pressured too heavily so far. This pistol round with Norbert was nice, but not much more once we've got into the real meat and potatoes. Oh, that's a nice nade. Yeah, this second shot by Dexter, by the way. Just a headshot as well. So impressive. Really did not need to stick around there and risk being run down. If he misses that shot, he might actually be in some trouble, but still some great shots. And now we've got the AKs that were saved alongside 2 Deegs for K23. Let's see if they can start to cause some issues, because they don't have that many nades in this round. And on overpass, you oftentimes need that utility just to take some early map control towards A. So they could be left really short on utility in this round if they're not careful.
K23, quick water control here is the name of the game, and that's very quick indeed. Fam's continuing his run. He's not stopping. Up in towards short. He's looking for this opening pick. It's come in though. Semoga Young might be the player to draw first blood in towards Connector. Gets his opportunity, but thinks better of committing to that fight. He has no idea how many players are there. Oh, Mir goes up on the boost, but he's flashed and eventually will get his kill. Mo being picked out, and Adren now walking slowly. He's actually in such a good position in towards Monster, but they spot him at the last second. Just before he went behind cover. It's kills for Chopper and Magix. And K23 have had plenty of opportunities here in this round. They just didn't win any of the fights. And now they're down to just 2 players. And Mir is looking to put the boot to the throat. He can be this aggressive player. You know Mir, he's not going to sit back. He wants the fights and he keeps going. Nealon has now left Norbert all alone on the server. And Norbert doesn't like being Mr. Lonely, so he's going to go and try to regain with his teammates. And eventually, well, Mir takes him out with a 3K, 5-1. And right now, if you're K23, you're feeling real rough right now, because you haven't even got enough to buy into this one.
Having a look at the Olaf Meister burning defuse graffiti, but Spirit haven't needed any defusers recently. They've just been winning all the fights before K23 get anywhere near the bomb site. 5 kills each for them. Everyone's showing up. This is something I was scared about too. I figured at some points in this game, Spirit just individually would be outclassing K23. It was just a question of, was it going to be the case that happens in a couple of rounds? Or was it going to be the case where there are large portions of these games where Spirit just show us they are just so much better individually? And while the first map felt pretty competitive in terms of raw skill on both sides, we had that long stretch of NUKE where it just felt like Spirit were on a different level with their individuals, and now we're starting to see it on overpass too, and it's scary right now. It's not a good look for K23.
They're gonna walk into Connector. Adren and Mo start to clear the close corners. These are the 2 veteran combo on the team. We need to calm the team, I'm sure, in this high-pressure 3rd map. Mindset is everything in this scenario. And Chopper, he's about to spot the shadow advantage. Nealon comes across. It's actually a wider angle. Chopper does dish out at damage, but in the end, Nealon stays alive, and that does keep the dream alive for K23. Their attack into the A site might just pose a threat. Semoga Young sneaking out into the bathrooms. Spots a couple of players now looking to put pressure in the middle of the site. Semoga Young spams through. It's Mir's kill. It is the first to draw blood in the round, and the rest of the blood comes flowing into C. Straight down middle. And Mir is giving us some brilliant displays of aim over on NUKE, if you remember back to his little deathmatch round, and he's done it here again, just closing it out with nice shots. And 6-1 for Team Spirit. Here comes the buy of K23.
That was even a nice shot from Nealon from the back lines, but everyone from Spirit just swinging at the same time. Sometimes that's all you need to call. 3, 2, 1, let's go, push together. And we know that Mir is going to be able to do a lot of work with that AK. Buy out, as you were saying. K23 had the chance to get the AWP. They're up against two snipers, though, and it's the double AWP setup on the A side of the map. We're seeing this more and more as of late. Mir again just trying to take fights now that he's got that AK and he's got his teammate to help him. It's Mir with both of the frags, but he has been traded just before he can get back to safety.
Oh, good kill, Magix. Norbert not allowed to play in this round for much longer. Now Nealon and Mo have so much more work to do. Double the manpower over for Team Spirit. Utility left. When you lose these early players, it just such a sour taste in the mouth, especially with such a large amount of time left. It really feels like you haven't got going. Maybe it could be this man, Mo, on the screen to try and pull something out. That in the pre-game. And now it has to be Mo. His teammates fallen in water. Good time to aggression there for Magix. They're just aware of every possibility, and I think Mo is just going to back off and save this all. Such a slow starting game for K23, and one that is fizzling out as we go every step closer to a Team Spirit victory if it continues this way. We need a burst of life. We need a round. I almost wonder if it's worth just going for a change of pace, just a straight up B rush, just something really quick into the bathrooms, up connector, just a team play somewhere, because those are the kind of rounds that, even if you do it in the next round where it's not really high risk because you're likely to lose it anyway, it can be enough to ignite hope and belief in the team again. It can give you a round again, and I feel like that's something they can need to go with, and they might not even get the AWP here. They're putting pressure on Mo with the shot. Oh, and he's gone down as well. Alex, after the time. Mo has $150. It gets worse.
Oh, boy. That is rough. Any consideration of a force buy might just be snatched away with that, because a couple of the players had enough for the AKs, but $150 on Mo. Someone might have to drop him a pistol. No one's nice enough to do so, though. Mo, you got yourself in this position, mate. You're going to have to get yourself out of it. No one dropping him. He's going to have to steal a gun from one of his teammates. Fame down to 30 health from the early molly, but that means Chopper might not expect him to be so far up. Chopper making noise, Fame hitting the headshot and giving K23 a way into this round.
Somebody young. Oh, he's going to miss the shot. That's a brilliant start to the round, in fact, from Fame. He's taking a double kill. Good Dexter deny them everything, though. He's only died once so far on the server. And K23 are going to take some long control now. They've picked up an AWP. Back in the hands of Mo, somehow from nothing to an AWP again for Mo. Dexter misses his shot as well. This is a nightmare for Team Spirit. The most unlikely of rounds turns into a win. Most likely now, but Magic's going to try and change that. He's taking a double kill in bathrooms. And the sight take starts to come in from K23. Luckily, the three remaining players have found upgraded weapons. It's an A1S in the hands of Nealon and Fame and an AWP from Mo. Magic starts to come in from long. Nealon's holding the angle and Magix can't get the kill. K23 with a second, and it is off the back of those Tech 9s.
Yeah, the deep shot from Fame starts it off, just getting into a position that Spirit didn't expect after having that molly into mid. And the round just collapses from there once the CTs start to struggle to know exactly which positions are open. There is a lot of the map open for K23 at that point. So nicely done by K23 to get one round back. Now let's see if they can turn it into anything more, because Spirit still have plenty of money to keep going with the buys.
It is always rough when you finally win a round, but you got to go up against a full buy again. It'll be that way for the next few at least. K23 have to just start consistently winning them now. Mirror and Water. Norbert about to walk into the tunnel, and this is a good position for it. He can spot the feet quickly, but Norbert still comes out on top of the duel. That's a huge opening in for K23, and it's untraded right now. How long will that be? Because Magic's going to overpass, and will get his kill. There's a body play, and now throwing down the Molotov. He's going to go down quickly to Norbert, who is having a great start to the round, but finally put out of play by Sumda Young. Utility will be thrown onto the site to create a firewall. Prevents the K23 players from getting onto the site and getting that bomb planted. Team Spirit right now in a 3v3. They'll look for the retake, but Mo hits the kill up in towards heaven. So now it's got to be Dexter and Chopper who have to come back into this B site. And K23 are setting up with players, looking strong on the hold right now. Chopper's got closer. Utility being thrown in by his teammate to start to limit the positions and isolate the fights. And Chopper's got one close on the Neil and pulls the Oper into the open as well. He hasn't been able to take out Mo though, who survives on 46. And now with the kit, they're sticking the bomb. They're just holding it down the line. Dexter, he's going to be able to do it. He steals it away. Chopper with the final few bullets in his gun takes out Fame. And around for Team Spirit on the retake that looked like it was written in the stars for K23.
Gotta give props to Dexter there, because some players would absolutely just get off the bomb and go for this kill. But he has faith. His teammate Chopper has the angle. You can see just at the end there, you wonder if he would think about going for it, but the player barely got onto his screen. Chopper was so quick at getting into that kill, which he needed to do. Well done by Chopper, well done by Dexter. They worked together wisely to win that one. K23 starting to bring some rounds closer, but it's that similar scenario that they had on NUKE Dinko, where starting to bring rounds close isn't good enough at this point. If this was earlier in the game, I'd say that's fine. I'd say K23 is showing us some positive signs that they need to win rounds now. At least they've got another chance to do that here with the full guns.
They're setting up outside of the B-bomb site. Heavy as it looks into the site. They want to take water. There's some jump spotting going on, and that is quick from Norbert. Jump spot denied, but luckily Magic's quickly answering into Monster. That smoke's up, but he doesn't care. He's going to stand in it. Might get more out of it. He's going to try and phase the smoke. He's going through a flashbang. Actually, only blinds Fame, and so Mo assists in his death, and Magic's hunting down the Oper. It's not going to work out for him. Mo does get his kill, but he needs 3 more, and that's not going to happen. Chopper with a 3K into the round. A lovely shot from Norbert. That was probably the best moment of the round for me, but still not enough to really get anything going. 9 rounds for Team Spirit, and another tactical pause coming in for K23.
Chopper's been doing some good work on this B site in these last couple of rounds. I like Magic's play too earlier in the round, where he just gets aggressive towards Monster. He just tries to be as annoying as possible against that K23 push. But for K23, they've got to be frustrated with themselves for showing that bomb, for showing their hand so soon. Just allows that easy rotation from Spirit so that everyone is in position on the site. See here, Chopper, well timed. Oh, yes, good work to get the triple kill. But yeah, a little disappointing from K23 in all honesty. I think that's a round where if you don't give the bomb away instantly, you can be a bit more explosive and maybe a bit more unexpected, but just feels like the pieces aren't falling into place right now for this K23 side.
Oh, Norbert attempting a couple of taps, and it's Magic's that has won it at long range. The Orc has given Team Spirit an advantage again. I always laugh at it, just how brilliant the Dick Stacy sticker is. So many players just rock it. It's just stuck, just a giant Dick sticker on the gun. It's just brilliant. But anyway, back into the round. Chopper, gap on that smoke to play with. Sumda Young is going to try and hold his way back. Just 1 kill onto Fame. But every kill that Team Spirit find, even if it is just treading out 1-for-1s, is always going to keep them ahead. And they did find another one, so 2-man advantage now for them. And for K23 with 54 seconds left. There's been so many rounds like this. Oh, barrel spotted finally. There we go. Nealon finds it. If he gets his connector kill, Hawker, maybe there's something.
And Mir realizes that he's got to try and play a safe, unexpected angle. I like this angle. Oh. Yeah, that's nice. Just slide out to the left of it, and it's hard to really go down the stairs properly pre-aiming that. And oh, Mir again with another nice reposition. That's just so well done by Mir, who has been exceptional here on Overpass.
We usually talk about Mir being one of the best players on this team. You have just so many players on this team that you can go towards and talk about fondly. But it is Mir delivering here. And so is Magix. He's still the top fragger on the team, 14 over there for him. When we get into round 13 and Sumda Young going to the connector yet again with his AWP, and he'll be looking for this opening pick. There hasn't been a crossed player, and Adren is actually just going to be holding and now goes for the walkout. It's a dry peek. 9 times out of 10 you would expect a kill there from the AWPer, but it's actually in towards mid that they get their first kill.
Still holding this angle too, even though he knows there could be players closing the distance on the back of that smoke through party. Dexter finally decides to fall back. This is always a really nice angle to hold. It's hard to clear this one as a T. Normally you want to flash into it, but sometimes you can't have that luxury. Good jump from Fame, though. That's a smart play, and now Dexter knows he's been spotted. He has to reposition, and he's seeing if he can find a fight, but there's a player sneaking up on his left. He's not ready.
Oh, he was so tunnel visioned, and that gives Adren the chance to pull the round back. Norbert's watching for the connector play. I don't know how, but Sumda Young is so much quicker than Norbert there. Thought Norbert had them dead to rights. Mo fighting back and turning him behind. Running on the spot, but Chopper chopping him down. A double kill for it. Mir on the flank as well. Oh, Chopper, you can always rely on him to pull you out of the hole. And the Mir flank comes in as well.
As soon as we switched away, I just assumed Chopper was gonna be dead because he was so low on health with the M4, but he comes through with an incredible headshot to put his team in position for the easy round win. Mir, again, his positioning has been brilliant throughout this map. You've got to give him credit, not just for his aim, but for the way he's putting himself in these spots where he can just get the drop on his opponents. And when he does that, he is so hard to go up against. And now K23 down to a low buy and a B rush because of it.
Oh, it's going to be a really fast play, but Magix, he holds strong, even under pressure, even with the flashes. Magix still getting away with a double. And just by staying alive, he buys so much time for his teammates to help him as well. So he doesn't have to fight this alone. He's still got his teammates, and Magix on 4 HP is still deadly, and he hears the sound cue in towards barrels. Norbert committed to the knife kill as he jumps around, and Magix is still alive, and he's got another kill. He might just get all 5, but Dexter will steal that away. 4 HP, and he's just dishing out kills left and right. Amazing half coming in here from Team Spirit. 12-2. This looks like it's going to be a quick one, Hawker.
Magic's just reminding me that I need to sing his praises too in this game.
Yeah, he's like, Hawker,
stop giving credit to me. I am the only one on the team that deserves the credit.
He is Boris after all. I love that name.
Big up Boris.
Big up Boris. Big boy Boris.
Definitely better than the UK Boris.
Not difficult. But here we go. Well, I would definitely say at Counter-Strike he would be much better.
Yeah, I would hope so. Although our Boris at rugby now. Oh,
I have seen that. I did see him attempt a game against children, I believe.
Yes. But I bet he won that game.
Yep. Well, I'm sure it was difficult for him.
Magic's going for the 20 bomb at the half. It can't quite reach the 20 bomb, but can still do a good job himself. He's just been so good on his site between them. Chopper's had a huge amount of impact too, but this time Mir counted out by Adren. Lovely shot with the AK. And now we're going to have to see more of the Magic show. Oh, Chopper's pushed through mid. This is so much map control.
Oh, Mo, pick a card, any card. He's not a fan of Magic's tricks, but luckily it's Semoga Young that gets rid of him. Dexter has actually just fallen to a Dren. And that leaves an opening on this A site because they had rotated down into B, and so they're going to throw some utility. That smoke onto the stairway is going to block the vision of Semoga Young, and the Molotov holds them off in the bank play for the meantime. So, bomb plant secured, post plants positions can be taken up. And Chopper on this flank long will be the first test for Dren, but he's looking the right way, but he's not got his gun out. And he jumps around the corner to his demise, and now puts his teammate in a very difficult position. Shot one, looks out long, couldn't quite double up, and it is going to be a 13-2 half for Team Spirit.
Dominant showing from Spirit here in the first half, and that's without Dexter even doing too much on the AWP, which is normally one of their keys to victory on Overpass. So impressive. K23, I think, did start to lose track, I think, at times of just how to set up those trades and some of the timings. But as the half went on, they started to make a few rounds close at the end there, and Spirit still held it down. And now on their T side, there's not too much work that they need to do. They should be able to cruise to victory. Okay.
Nice
Ooh.
attempted opening, but look at the map control. They could get the flank going quickly. For Team Spirit, this does mean they need the kills on the B side.
They do. Okay, Fame's got 2, just like that. He wants more, he's gonna get more. 4K for Fame! Absolutely stunning on the B-bomb site. And Chopper is about to be knifed. That is a bit of a life, I guess, left in K23. I like that they have the wherewithal when being 13-2 down to get the knife kill.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. This is
Fame has these, like, one of these rounds of series where I'm like, oh my god, this guy could be amazing.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just it's not consistent enough yet. But he's definitely there in terms of having that ability within him. He just needs to kind of unlock his true potential. It's like any sort of fantasy film. It's the storyline. It's like, wow, he starts off as a normal guy with this incredible power within him. Hawker, what experience is he going to have to experience to unlock his true powers? Yes, yeah, evolve. Maybe he's a Pokemon. Who knows?
Maybe. Maybe he'll start. He'll evolve and become famous. Is that what you go with? I don't know.
That's terrible.
What? They always have like similar names, so that's the best you can do.
I suppose it's fine. It's fine.
Oh boy! Thought Neelam was going to line 2 up there, but he's a polite guy. He'll get away with 1. Mo. Oh no. Yeah, you don't let your teammate die here, do you? Now he's going to go back round for the peak. But Mo's got away.
Yeah, Mir, I like that. Man of my own heart right there, my playstyle. Throw your teammates out, hang them out to dry. I mean, he really is in a battle against Magics at this point for the top of the scoreboard. Maybe even for the round here as well. 30 seconds left in play, and that bomb will start to walk its way through the connector. It wants to go to the B site right now, and Dexter is starting to walk out with his deagle in hand, clearing these close corners. It is only 2 MP9s down here on the B site. You can definitely crack those open if you get them into 1v1 scenarios. He has to find Neil in here quickly, and Dexter will! A snappy headshot, another one! Mia down onto Mo, and the bomb plant coming into the smoke. It's Norbert running up into short. He's got to go quickly. He spotted out Mia, but he didn't get a window of opportunity for the kill, and now they can double up. Now they can point together, and Norbert, he's rattling shots. He's not getting anything out of it. Peeks into Dexter, but it's the swing from the other side. He committed to the left side of the pillar, and Mia drops down the ramp for the kill. That is a round stolen away yet again from K23.
Take it all back, Dinko. I will never question Mir again. He knew exactly what he was doing the whole damn round. Oh, man. The dig, the headshots, that's what Mir's so good at. Those snappy headshots. He always does it with the AK, but that means he can do it with an Eagle, too, if that first bullet accuracy is on point. And at a 14-3 scoreline. I mean, it technically isn't over yet, but if you're a K23 fan and you believe right now, then I respect you a lot, because I'm not believing too much. 4v3 early in this one. Okay, 3v3 thanks to the shot from Mo. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
I'm not ahead at all. They've even given their teammate a little funeral there, cremation. Magic's playing in behind the smoke. Waiting for the jump out. No resmoke shorten it. It's going to be a double push through Monster from the CT side, and Dexter is watching for that. That Molotov into barrels is going to force him into the fight. It's Neil and Mo that have taken 2 kills for the CTs, and the bomb's not down for Team Spirit. So Sumdai Young has to win this round out alone. But he has got the bomb on his back, and if he wants, he can go up to the A site, but he can also just sit here. And in doing so, that might just get into the heads of K23. They are close enough to think he could have gone back to A, but it's going to be the peek out from Nealon anyway. That's the most simple way of closing out the round. Nealon with 3 kills, and close it out with a beautiful Deagle headshot. 14-4 though. Team Spirit, I thought that would have been it. I thought that could have been the start of the end for K23, but they've been given a lifeline.
They have. Wow. They've still got the chances to pull it back on the Spirit side. We know that. SDY's even got an AK into this round. Hasn't been one of the standout fraggers on this map, but maybe this is his time to make the difference. Mo's pushed in on A. K23, I think, are just taking a bunch of risks here, and I don't mind it. I think it's a decent way of just trying to see if you can quickly win a bunch of rounds and bring it back into contention. Nice kill from Adren with the MP9, but in comes Dexter, just spam into the body, as we know that Eagle is so good at. And now he's got himself an AK.
Oh, a nice shot from Norbert. And the man advantage found off the back of it as he now gets aggressive and takes map control as well for K23. Lots of positives out of this play because it gets another. It's the gift that keeps on giving. It's young Norbert.
Boost up. Nothing spotted. Noise made on the drop down. And they're going to try and just go for the fight. Bit ballsy, but at this point, I think you know you almost certainly have the round guaranteed. Unless Magic's can do something magnifique.
He's got to find some spells here to pull this one in 10 seconds, and hopefully it will be a time remapping spell because there's not enough time to really do much here. And he dies after the time. Not good for Magix, as he's got $400 in the bank account. That's like my birthday party, Hawker. No one turned up.
Did you drink all those drinks then?
Yep.
Wow.
I even brought my my old friends from my childhood, my cuddly toys.
I mean, if you drank all those drinks, you must have at least had like a sugar high. So that must have been nice. Oh, okay.
Great birthday. Anyway, ouch! Sumdai Young with the tech nigel hooks out into the FAMAS, and Magix has actually been able to reply quite quickly there. So we've got a man advantage right now for Team Spirit. Pretty quickly into the round as well. A bit of a nightmare for K23.
Yeah, this could be a a real cause for concern. I feel like Spirit should realize this aggression's been happening a lot. I'm hoping they are ready for this. They are walking up. That's the best way of doing this. If you run, Norbert's going to hear you and be looking at you. Instead, he may have his back turned, but they've got their backs turned to him. It was back-to-back there.
Yeah, it was, but he didn't expect the second player, and also heard the footsteps of the connector run up. So, just in doing so, that draws the crosshair of Norbert away from the refrag of Dexter. So that still keeps that man advantage afloat for Team Spirit. They're going to come down to the B site. Nealon, who has been very solid over the past couple of rounds, will be down here and tasked with holding on to B. But he's just changed that up, and he will go away from the B site. If he goes up to A in the final seconds here, this is going to be a free site for Team Spirit. It also gives them so much time to make a post plant. This is not a good gamble. It hasn't worked out for them at all.
Oh man, I guess you go for it, because you're 14-5 down. But they're going to get the bomb planted, and they still have some nades to get them out of this position. Flash through for the CTs to try and find some sort of way back in. Dexter holding with the rifle. They're taking a lot of time here on the K23 side. Another flash gives away Dexter's position, but slows things down slightly further. And that time is the biggest issue, especially now that Dexter's landed that shot. Mo looking for anything, but they're all going to peek him at once, and Spirit have 15.
It is map and series point for Team Spirit, the favorites coming into this one. Lost the first map, but came back swinging on NUKE, and since then it has been a very comfortable affair for the individuals. A few rounds here and there from K23, but it should be Team Spirit now taking victory. And will continue to top their group, winning first of the first two opening matches. And I think these matches can be the most difficult when they're against some opponents who you don't really rate all that much. You maybe focus on the big teams that you can sometimes get caught off from the likes of K23. So as long as Team Spirit get through their first turbulent affairs, well, they're getting a lot of points on the board. And Group B, Chopper, he's down in connector. Norbert's walked up the stairway. Let's keep it the end, Hawker.
Arguably should be the end, especially if Fame is going to get shot like that through the wall. 33 hit points, health points remaining. Not sure which one it actually is. I always just say HP till that moment.
I call it health points.
Makes sense. Fame still sitting here. Flash on over, but he's dodged it. Nice kill from Fame. Oh, he makes it a second. Good work on that anchor position. Now he's going to back off to the bomb site, but the Ts are coming back into short, and there's a chance that the CTs don't expect that. They're going back into connector, but Adren can hear the steps. Good position to get the freebie, and K23 will stay alive.
Not done. Not done yet. Really solid job there from Fame, and that's another one of those rounds where he just has a pop-off. He really makes a difference for his team. And Adren obviously getting in position, realizing the most likely call then for the T side is to panic run up connector. There we go. Fame's close angle, good composure to get both. Adren hears out the connector rush up and picks up the AK to close out with a final headshot. For Team Spirit, it's going to be Tech9s. They're investing. They're not saving their money. They just want to go and end it now. It's going to be a B-rush. Not like this, K23. You've got to hold on now.
Oh, good kill from Adren. He's been traded. Fame also dealt with Mir on the entries. He's done it so many times, and this time he has been shut down, and Neelan makes it 2. It's all over the place on the B-bomb site, but it's Magix who can run it to A.
He's got the bomb on his back, and he runs straight his way through. He realizes, okay, there's a monster play. That means a quick rotation. I'm just going to go up to the A site. He's going to plant it as well for the stairs side. It's not comfortable enough going in towards the toilets. So instead, goes back down to Heaven, and he tries to find a 1v1, which he's got here on Norbert. If he can get the timing right, this would certainly favor him, because now he would have positional advantage in the post plan as well. Oh, Magic, you little genius. He's got some magic in him now. Headshot on Norbert, and now it's just Mo between him. Magix has planted the bomb for himself. He's only got 2 bullets in that M4. Hopefully his teammate calls that over to him. He's got to get the headshot if he's going to win that out. He's got to go for it. Misses out. Oh no, he goes down. Mo with a wall bang, and Magix falls from the round. Holding the defuse is not enough, and it's Mo.